That ambush came on the heels of the shooting death of a sheriff's deputy in Rusk County in northern Wisconsin. Sheriff's Deputy Dan Glazer was shot and killed on Saturday night.
Well, the incidents point to the risk for law enforcement officers. Our Dave Delozier joins us with more on the issue of officer safety. Dave.
Yeah, Eric and Susan, you know, every single officer knows when they put on that badge and they go out the door, they may find themselves in harm's way. They knowingly do that to keep our community safe. In an era of policing that calls for officers to connect with the community, the challenge for them is to recognize a threat.
Everything is being done out of that squad car to try to keep the officers out in the street.
The two officers were sitting in their squads when they were shot in separate incidents. Because they were alone in their squads, some have questioned whether having two officers in a police car would improve officers' safety.
Doubling up squads has been a consideration in some of the urban markets where you have dense, populated areas with not as much ground to cover. But it has its trade-offs in terms of its efficacy in servicing more calls and the citizens that are going to be served.
In a community like Madison or a rural community, putting two officers in a squad would mean half as many cars on the street. That could impact response times. Chief Koval is looking for a balance between officer safety and community safety.
I think what we do see is that we see a heightened emphasis on having backup officers to one another more than necessarily doubling up cars.
The ambush attacks in Iowa also create a challenge for modern policing. While community policing calls for engaging and connecting with people, officers also need to recognize threats.
Officers have to balance the difference between their accessibility to the public, which, you know, police officers are probably the most accessible and recognizable forms of government that we have in society today. So they have to balance their accessibility to the public with the weight of their own safety.
Today, the reality of that threat can be seen on Chief Koval's badge, a reality that when police officers are killed in the line of duty, lost too are husbands, wives, fathers, and mothers.
When one of us each day goes to our duty stations and we put on a bulletproof vest and we kiss our partners and our kids goodbye and pat them on the heads, you always want to make those goodbyes, hopefully just until later.
And that is something that is sometimes lost in that we don't see past the badge to the person who is wearing it. At the end of the day, they are performing a sometimes dangerous job, and the hope at the end of the day is that they too get to go home to their families.
Good reminder. Dave Delozier reporting tonight. Dave, thank you.
You bet.